Hey guys, how's it going? In this video we're going to go over question number 2 from the geometry practice exam number 9. Okay, question 2. In the diagram below, FE, which is this one, bisects AC at B. So that means that this line will cut AC in half. So that means that AB and BC will be the same exact length. So let's say that they're congruent to each other. And GE bisects BD at C. So GE bisects BD at this point. So that means that it also gets cut in half. So that means that BC is going to be the same length as CD. So we use this mark to mark off BC, so let's use the same mark to mark off CD. Okay, which statement is always true? So statement A is AB is congruent to DC. So AB is congruent to DC. Is that always true? Yeah, definitely is, because if you look at the tick marks that we used, AB is equal to CD, so that will definitely be true. All the other ones, they actually sort of look like they're true on the diagram, but it doesn't have to be true. So for example, FB is congruent to EB, so FB is congruent to EB. It sort of looks like these two are equal to each other, but there's really no guarantee for that. So for example, point F is just some random point. It was never defined as being a certain distance away from anything. So this point is just some random point. So there's really no reason why FB should be the same length as BE. And similarly, you could say something like that for choice C and for choice D. One last thing that I sort of want to get into with this problem is we can write that since FE bisects AC, that means that AB is congruent to BC. So we can write that down, that AB is congruent to BC. Then we said that GE bisects BD, so that means that BC is congruent to CD. And notice that AB is congruent to BC and CD is congruent to BC. So that tells you that AB is congruent to CD. And the reason why is because this is called the transitive property. So by transitive property. And that's it. You can think of transitive property as something like, let's say that I am of the same height as Mr. Mente, and Mr. Mente is the same height as Mr. Latowski. So that means that if I'm the same height as Mr. Mente and Mr. Latowski is the same height as Mr. Mente, that means that I'm the same height as Mr. Latowski. So you can think of it that way too, pretty much. Hopefully that helped you out. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.